Hello. All right, good. And finally, now we have our junior high band. This is students in 7th and 8th grade. We do combine at the 7th and 8th grade level. And the 7th graders, when they join this band in September, when we come back to school each year, it's a very jarring experience for them because 8th graders at Arcadia, that's when they join marching band. So what happens is, on September 2nd or 3rd or 4th, whatever it is, when school starts, we have a bunch of 7th graders who dust off their instrument cases, open them up, and they sit beside these battle-hardened, tanned, just fatigued in the eyes of the 8th graders who have been through brutal days in the sun with marching band. And they're told, hey, play this scale. And they're like, let me see if I remember the fingers. And the person looks over at them as the 8th grader, like, you need to figure this out. So, I'd say 5th grade is probably the toughest year in our band. That first week of 7th grade might be the next toughest, but also tied with 8th grade, okay? We're going to start with a brief warm-up and then flight of the condor. How it sounds in here, right? 1 and 2 and ready. Hear how that didn't quite fill up the room, so our fortes need to be bigger, okay? Percussion, you guys are a good balance, all right? Give me more, all right? Forte, 2 and ready. All right, we're good. Lighter time. That piece is a little bit of an endurance test as well. I think that is probably the longest single song that Sean has played. It clocks in at about 4 minutes in length. It features a lot of really interesting things, as you guys heard, a lot of counter melodies. So as we advance, in the years here in the program, they don't just all play the melody, and they don't just have 1 or 2 harmonies. There's counter melodies, different things happening while the main melody is going on. And it's really interesting to see that evolution. The next piece they're going to play is something that I believe the 8th graders played a couple of years ago in collaboration with the junior high band at the time. This is called Majestica, and this is just about the joy of music. Speedrunning is a popular event in many things, mountain bike trails, video games especially. If you're a nerd like me, you get excited about speedruns. I've never heard of it in concert band, but we might have just set a record for that song. It was supposed to be a bit slower than that, right? I gotta work on the last one. This next piece, the last piece they're gonna play is called Star Trek, and this will probably be familiar to some of you, especially for the high schoolers sitting out there. We performed this as part of the marching band contest show in 2023. So this is a piece that is, I would say it's right at this group's level, but it's definitely a push. And so it's a really fun way to kind of get them, especially our percussion guys, get involved with the drum line a little bit sooner in the summer before they start marching band. Before we play this last piece, I would just like to point out there is an error in the program. I don't know why, but I always at least make one error. Graduation is not on June 6th on the back. I know it's June 1st. We all know it's June 1st, yet I put 6 down. I don't know why. So it's the 1st. Don't get confused on that.
Just remember in here, that's going to cut through really big. So just bring everything down a level, all right? And then look up as often as you can, okay? All right?
belt was not empty enough. And
It's okay. You guys hurt. You guys did so good.
Thank you all for your attention.